Okay, I'm in Gloucester, Rhode Island, going into Steere Hill. It's my first time here, and I'm gonna check this out. I've heard it's really flat, but there is some like ridge walks. I'm gonna see if I can find those. I was gonna do an overnight tonight, but I'm gonna spend the night at home. So I'm just getting out, trying to move around and check out someplace new. All right, we'll check back with you in a bit. Well, so far this is really nice. A couple little ups and downs right off the bat. Beautiful stone dam that I saw. That was great. Yeah, this is really pretty. I do like this time of year also. Fall is probably my favorite time of year to hike. So we're gonna keep going. So there's a fair amount of little ups and downs, just enough to start to get your heart going. So far, it's been really nice. I'm just coming up to the end of the ridge trail. There's lots of dogs on the trails. All right, we're going that way. I think I'm going to be turning left here. I'm unsure. This is the cart path. I'm gonna look at my map and see where I gotta go. I'm really enjoying this trail. I passed two people with dogs, and they were very nice, but I feel like I keep getting ahead of them, and then I stop and I look around and just take it in the sights, and then they catch up a little bit, and I'm like, oh, I have to get moving. I don't know why, I just do. Ridge trail or beach trail. I've got to go back and look at my map. One goes down, one goes up, one goes up, and one goes down. All right, look at my map. Well, I made a decision. I'm going to stay on the ridge trail. Those people that I passed earlier with their dogs, they caught up to me, and they went down the beach trail. So I'm going to go north, but I think we'll probably run into each other just up ahead. So this is a pretty sight. It's nice. Oh yeah, this is Rhode Island. Well, that's just at a little intersection I didn't see on the map. With the trail name I did not see on the map either. But there were two mountain bikers coming my way, and I moved off to the side for them. And they offered some assistance, so I told them which way I wanted to go, and he gave me the directions. So we're still heading in that direction. So I guess at our next intersection we're going to hang a right, and we're going to do a loop around the Heritage Park, and then we'll end up back on the same trail that we're on right now, and then a different route on the way back. So far this has been really, really nice. Not a lot of people. There are a lot of cars at the trailhead, but not a lot of people in here, and it's been really nice. I can hear the road noise from here, so I know I'm pretty close to the highway, but otherwise it is quiet in here, and it is nice. All right, that's it for now. That is Big Rock. All right. This is one big rock. Yeah, I'll just start moving closer to it. Yeah, this is a really, really big rock. All right, let's see how big it is. My head went up to this little spot right over here. Yeah, that's really big. All right, and another junction here. This trail goes that way, and this one goes that way. I have an hour before sunset, and I still have several miles to go. So I think we're going to take the long route, which is not that way. We're going to go this way, and we're off. I was walking and I looked over, and I found an old playground. Ah, yeah. Wooden seesaw, picnic table. Yeah, this is great. Wow. Oh, the things you find in the woods here. This is excellent. So, I am around the halfway point, I believe. Maybe a little bit past it, I'm not sure. But I'm on this outer loop, or the outer edge of Heritage Park. I think it's called the Outer Trail, is what I'm on. This part of the trail is really wide and really wide open. It is blazed blue. The other part of it I was on was blazed red. I don't understand why they changed the colors of the blazes. But, yeah, this trail loops around Heritage Park, but part of it picks up another trail that I took on the way in. It was pretty nice. Alright, I'm going to switch over to the front camera so you can see what's coming up. Here we are in a park in the woods, kind of, mostly, and somebody has decorated a tree. Oh, look at the Pez dispensers down there. Oh, I like it. Looks like some homemade ornaments. It is cute. Very nice. Back up a little bit. Get the whole thing in there. Alright, we're back off. Okay, we just turned off of the outer loop trail, back on the white blaze trail that I was on earlier. So this is like a connector trail between the two parks. So we'll take this back, and then I'll be taking a different route back to the trailhead. So far it's been pretty good. I just saw a big family. I heard them first, and there's a footpath off of the trail I was just on, and it meets up with the trail I was on. And I looked over, and all I could see was blaze orange everywhere. So there was, several people over there, hats and vests on, and they had a dog. Their dog had a vest on. That's really good. I am wearing blaze orange, but it is below my waist. And here, I'll give you a shot. Here we go. Blaze orange. Yep. I didn't think there was hunting allowed in this park. That's why I didn't throw on my vest. I usually put a vest over whatever bag I'm carrying. Right now I just have this little trail runner hydro vest. I don't even know, water vest, I don't know what to call it. Bladder vest, just holds a bladder. So I have a 1.5 liters in the bladder, and like my little puffy jacket. I didn't know how long I was going to be out. Ten essentials. I always have those with me. Of course, I carry my GPS as well. I use a Garmin InReach. This is a GPS 66i. I use it all the time. I love it. It is a little bulky compared to the InReach Mini, which I was kind of eyeing, but I found this one used, and it was a really good deal, and it's really come in handy. Not so much for making any emergency calls or sending for SOS, but I'm in places where there is no self-service on a regular basis, so I can send messages out, send my location. People can track me if I let them, and best of all, it has a screen that you can move around, and you can check out the different maps and see all the different trails that are in your area. So if you're in a new spot, you kind of get turned around a little bit, you can double check that, which I've had to do in the past. So I think it's really handy. I do recommend it. It is a little bit heavier. It's probably a lot heavier than the Mini or Mini 2. I don't know what's out right now. But I like this one, and I'm really happy with it. And I don't think I would even exchange it for a smaller one. The only time I think I might exchange it would be... I wouldn't. Never mind. I'm going to keep it. I don't think I want to change it. I do like it a lot. I like having the map. Trying to beat the sunset back to the vehicle. I don't know how much further I have to go. I don't think it's really that far. Maybe a couple miles. Maybe at the most. So I think I got plenty of light to go 2 miles. Because I would like to get to the car before sunset. But yeah, that's what I've got on me. As you saw, I do wear a kilt when I hike. It's a Mountain Hardwear Commando. They don't make them anymore. This particular one I've had since I think 2009. And it's going strong. I don't know if I think the waterproofing or water repellent coating has probably worn off, but I do have some new stuff to recoat it. So I will be doing that at some point soon. It's kind of like my hiking outfit right here. My hiking uniform right now is either the sun hoodie, the orange sun hoodie in other videos, or this merino wool sun hoodie. I really like this one too. And my kilt, and of course my boots. I do wear boots. I don't wear trail runners. And I wear gaiters all the time too, just because I don't want stuff in my shoes. So that's kind of like my go-to gear. Yeah, so my backpacks kind of depend on where I'm going and for how long. I was originally going to be doing it overnight, so I packed up my regular full-size bag, which is a Gregory Paragon 58. I really like it. I'm a hammock camper, so it fits my under quilt, my top quilt, my hammock, my tarp, and I also carry a beer canister. Really concerned mostly about rodents chewing through my stuff, so that's one of the reasons why I use a beer canister all the time. I like mine. I have 2 different sizes for different lengths trips that I'm going on. I usually carry the smaller one, but even the bigger one does fit inside my bag. I did a winter excursion in New Hampshire, and I was able to fit the big one in my bag along with all my winter gear. It was kind of tight, but I was able to get it all in there. And the Bear Vault is kind of heavy. It's a little over 2 pounds, or about 2 pounds. But I think it's worth the added protection of not having to worry about chipmunks or squirrels or raccoons getting into all of my stuff, chewing through my gear to get to some food. Yeah. If anyone wants to know more about other gear choices that I have, I'm happy to elaborate on those. Feel free to leave me a comment, and I'll do that for you. All right. Came from that direction before, and then we went that way. So we're coming up this way, and now it is time to take a different route back. So we are going this way. An outhouse or a porta potty right here in the woods. That's awfully nice of them. Alright, just come out of the woods into another field. It is pretty out here today. Yeah, it's been warm. It's like in the low 60s today. Oh, fork in the road. I don't know which way I gotta go. Alright, now I gotta look at the map. I figured it out. We stay to the left. And it's gonna bring us back into the woods. And I see another stone wall. Lots of stone walls. It's kind of neat to see. In the middle of the woods. Yeah. It goes this way quite a distance. Alright. Kind of hard to see, but the wall is much taller down that way. Very cool. Off we go. very nice. Highly recommend. Lots of good trails, well marked, and very nice. And that goes out to the trailhead, and so does this. I parked my car along this one, so we're going to go this way. Well, all in all, this has been a great trip. It's not that far from Providence. Pretty close. It is really, really nice. Well marked. Couldn't believe all the things I saw. I don't want to tell you everything I saw because, you should come out and explore it for yourself. But there are some nice little gems. Yeah, I do recommend it. It's really pretty, well marked, like I said. Easy to navigate and pretty extensive. There's a lot of different trails that you can take to get wherever it is you want to go. Make your own loops or anything to that matter. And out and back. So here we are, coming up to the main road. Yeah. There's only 3 cars in the parking lot now, including mine. That's not mine. And yeah, so that's it. Hope you enjoyed this one. There'll be more.